Hello and welcome back. My name is Jack B, and as always, thank you for viewing my video. In this episode, we'll look at the activities of the autocrats of the world. I'm having a hard time deciding with whom to start. This would be like a Keystone Cops episode if it weren't so dangerous and unhealthy to the global populations. Some antics affect people immediately, while others have long-term effects on them. Most of the external adversaries are employing similar methods to destroy the U.S. way of life. One autocratic leader is intimidating neighboring countries using proxy countries to drag anchors along the sea bottom to rip up communication and power cables. Then, when the tankers are caught, he sends a fighter jet to protect the oil tanker from being boarded. He is also waging an outright unprovoked war against others. Then another autocratic leader is also intimidating neighboring countries and holding joint live round war exercises off the coasts of democratic countries. And yet there's a third autocratic leader intimidating neighboring countries, taking care of billionaires, crashing the economy, ignoring the rule of law, and creating more wealth for himself and his family at the expense of the people. I won't go into the fourth dictator who lives in the hermit kingdom, although he uses the same methodologies to try to destroy the U.S. and our way of life. I'll start with Tsar Putin, who's been waging what Russian officials call a hybrid war to destabilize NATO countries. Putin is also using proxy countries to assist him. Some examples of Putin's hybrid warfare are sending infiltrators to countries to destroy infrastructure, such as in Poland. Poland's investigation into the fire that burned a mall to the ground in Warsaw last year, carried out by Russian operatives. The blaze destroyed 1,400 businesses. Polish Prime Minister Donald Tusk reports they are continuing to track down and capture all the culprits. In addition, he's ordered the Russian consulate in Krakow to be closed. As I've noted in the past, there have been several incidences with oil tankers dragging their anchors in the bottom of the Baltic Sea, ripping up undersea internet communication and power cables that interconnect Germany, Finland, and Estonia. These Russian shadow oil tankers operate under the flags of friendly countries to Russia, such as China. At times, they fly no flags. They are part of the Russian shadow oil fleet trying to evade the sanctions imposed upon the oil Russia provides to other countries. Recently, the Estonian military tried to make contact with an unflagged tanker in Estonian waters. When the Estonian military got close to the tanker, Russia sent out Su-35 fighter jets, violating Estonian airspace, and circled the tanker. This is a clear indication of Russia's use and protection of the shadow fleet. The Su-35 fighter jet circled the oil tanker until it was escorted out of Estonian waters by Estonian ships. The Estonian Prime Minister has concerns about this shadow oil tanker operation leading to military action. Putin is also moving forward with his hacking of U.S. and military infrastructure. Ukrainian authorities have uncovered a Hungarian plot to lead a military incursion into Ukraine. Ukrainian authorities have arrested 2 Ukrainian veterans on accusations of spying for Hungary in their support of a Hungarian incursion into the Ukraine. The Hungarian Prime Minister, Viktor Orban, is admired by and a close friend of President Trump. Orban is also a close friend and supporter of Putin. I suspect they belong to the same international autocrats club. Hungary joined NATO in March of 1999 and then joined the EU in 2007. The other EU countries have a concern that Hungary is a backdoor for Putin's agents to enter the EU countries with little screening using Hungarian passports. Hungary seems to be towing the line with being Putin's proxy. Putin is using his influence with Orban to harass and intimidate Ukraine. By the way, it's my opinion based upon Putin's actions that he has no intention of stopping his invasion into Ukraine. He wants the whole country, as well as all the former USSR countries. During negotiations for a ceasefire in Ukraine, Putin's main conditions for a ceasefire is a guarantee that no neighboring country will ever join NATO in the future. That's kind of ridiculous. I don't think that's a demand that is valid to support. The second member of the International Autocrats Club is Xi Jinping. He is intimidating neighboring countries, holding unannounced live-fire war exercises off the coasts of Taiwan, Australia, and Alaska. He is actively recruiting U.S. military personnel for spying. He has had illegal biotesting labs experimenting in the continental U.S. Xi established CCP police stations in apartments and houses in the U.S. to detain and disappear Chinese dissidents. The CCP is steadfast in their economic strategy to surpass and destroy the U.S. They are actively involved with corporate spying, hacking civilian and military infrastructures. She has backed Trump down on tariffs. Then there's Trump. I wonder why Trump always backs down to Putin and supports what Putin wants. Trump is making America look stupid and weak. Trump is making a lot of money using the president's office. He was reported last week that Vietnam is going into negotiations with the Trump administration to avoid the 46% tariff scheduled to take effect in July. It was also reported last week that Vietnam has approved a $1.5 billion proposal from the Trump Organization to build golf courses, houses, and hotels in Vietnam. We can add this item under the Trump proposal to sell citizenship to rich people. By the way, Trump and his family have made almost $1 billion in the meme and Bitcoin world after he made a 180-degree turnaround from his first term when he condemned Bitcoin. I guess he and his family are doing a little dance in the corrupt $400 million jet from Qatar, wearing their Trump golden sneakers and holding the official Trump Bible in one hand and his trading cards in the other. Bloomberg reports Trump has doubled his net worth to approximately $5.4 billion since starting his second presidential campaign last year. In the last year, the Trump name has powered more than $10 billion in real estate projects, as well as other ventures. When Trump says, "We're going to make a lot of money," I wonder to whom he is referring. The following tables indicate how much money Trump and his family have recently made. His trips to the Middle East are not really for the benefit of the American people. Table 1 depicts the locations where Trump real estate ventures are profiting from his position. He is definitely on a global quest. Table 2 shows the money he and his family are making from crypto, something Trump was originally against. Plus it also shows various other corporate affiliations that's making him money. Table 3 shows the money the Trump family is making from new capital ventures and various other sources, although the Trump sneakers don't seem to be doing very well. All this sounds like a financial reality show. I recently saw in the news that there's a new nickname for Trump floating around the financial world. The name is used with respect to the way he handles tariffs, and that name is Taco. It's not very a flattering nickname. It stands for Trump always chickens out. I've also heard people state that the new nickname is probably appropriate for his entire approach to the presidency, which is why America looks weak and not trustworthy in its allies, as well as its enemies. Well, these are my thoughts for today, and again, whether you agree or not, please verify the information presented, and thank you. And until next time, take care and be safe. Bye. Ooh.